Oh, what the hell am I doing? Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Just make sure the audio is right. All right, everything's Gucci. Okay, all right. Well, Bayern, great news, boys, great news. Fabrizio Romano has given the here we go. Bayern Munich have officially signed, triggered the release clause. Kim Min Jae. Kim Min Jae will be a Bayern player, the center back from Napoli, the big-headed center back, 6'2", 6'3", whatever you want to say. Amazing center back with amazing capability. Someone magnificent. So this is a really good signing for Bayern. I'll be honest. It's a really good signing in terms of the complete package that Kim brings. He's a defensive gladiator. That's a perfect word. Defensive gladiator. On the ball, he looks clunky. He looks uncomfortable. But I think that's fine. As long as his passing is reliable and reaches his teammates, that's all you need. You know, it's not like Lucas Hernandez was super spectacular on the ball. No, Lucas was very average when it came to his ball playing from center back. Ironically, when he moved to left back, you could see good crossing. You could see he tried a little bit more with his feet. But at center back, he was limited. And normal passing to your teammate, that's all you need from a center back. You know, this notion that every center back needs to be on the ball, dribbling, nutmegs. No, you don't need any of that. All you need is composure, right? Don't get hot-headed. As soon as you start getting pressed, stay calm, relax, move through pressure. And sometimes, yeah, we do need you to come out of the back and handle your business. So, no, honestly, I think Kim, he's just a defensive gladiator. He's a rock at the back. And look, for 50 million, it's a good deal. I was afraid it'd be like 60 or 70 million. 50 million is reasonable. That's almost the same amount of money we paid for Upamecano. Kim is a top-class center back, and his accolade winning Serie A in his first year in Italy is actually good with Napoli. It's not like it was a prime Juventus squad. Kim coming in raises the expectation from our center backs. You know, Delay and Upamecano. Y'all need to start twitching your necks like squirrels. Just, look over your shoulders because we got a new man in town who doesn't play. He will play. My point is he will play, but he doesn't play about playing. You know, and I think it's interesting when it comes to competition because Kim's 26 and his injury history is beautiful. I mean, like literally, he doesn't really get injured. If he does, it's, a knock here and there. But center backs, for some reason, they can be really tough, never get injured, or they get one big injury and it ruins them. But Kim's 26, no real major injuries. And some of y'all are going to be like, if he gets injured, it's going to be your fault because you jinxed him. Shut up, man. Shut up. There's no such thing as jinxing, all right? I'm just stating what's true. Kim Min Jae has a nice injury record, and I think it's good for Bayern. I mean, only one injury, and it was a calf problem that lasted 3 days at Napoli in March of this year. 3 days. My man was out for 3 days the entire season. Imagine that. That's crazy. But apart from that, I mean, he basically started almost all of Napoli's games. He was involved in everything. And by the way, Kim can play left center back, right center back. It's all the same to him. I wonder if he's going to play left center back. I don't think so. Well, no, he will. But it depends. If he's playing with Upamecano, he's for sure playing left center back because I think Tuchel will trust Kim more in that position. I don't know. He might think Upamecano, he needs to learn a little bit more. He's not as mature as Delay or Kim, so he might as well, play Upa right center back. But I wonder how the partnership is going to look with De Ligt and Kim. By the way, that center back partnership is just so clunky on the ball, man. You guys know De Ligt. See, his passing is fine, right? He understands short passing, medium passing, long passing. He's all right at all of them. But dang, on the ball, man, the way they turn like trucks. Yeah, that's gonna be funny watching them, man. But defensively, like they're both rocks. They're not gonna let anything get past them. They'll rather take a red card than concede a goal. And that's the kind of center back you need. Someone tough that's a menace. That's a menace. So I'm actually really happy with this signing. I mean, initially I was like, man, why are we so focused on this position? But look, the way Bayern see it, maybe you don't get better than Kim. He's probably one of the best choices in the market. Another center back from Serie A. And by the way, historically, we've had success buying center backs from Serie A. I mean, look at Lucio. Lucio left. Wait. Where do we sign Lucio from? No, he left us and went to Serie A. I mixed that up, chat. Lucio left us and went to Serie A. It was the other way around. So technically, Serie A has a nice history. Well, no, I mean, yeah. He left us, went to Inter. Dang it, man. My point can't be made now. My point was supposed to be, we have a nice history of buying center backs from Serie A, Lucio, De Ligt. That was supposed to be my point, and I was ruined. Dang it. Okay. All right. Whatever. Does it matter? No. All right. I mean, historically, how many players have left Napoli for Bayern? I mean, most recently, I can only think of James, but James left us back to loan to Real Madrid and then ended up at Napoli. But whatever, man. We have a successful history of signing players in general. Some players, not all. Is this our first Korean at Bayern? Korean players at Bayern. Is this our first one? No. Oh, no. I mean, we do have Wo Young, but I mean, signing them. Wo Young, youth player playing for our second team. You ain't that guy, right? PSG also signed a Korean. Korea's cooking. They're creating talent. And a lot of their players are super humble, down to earth, likable. And man. Yeah. So Bayern are set to announce the signing sometime this week or next week. But knowing this club, I think what they're going to do is try to push this announcement to match like what they believe. Like they're going to try to get the announcement to please the fans so that we have enough patience to wait for Kane. Because the fan base is going, look, we haven't signed anyone. Madrid are announcing all these players. Where are our signings? I think when Kim gets announced, it's going to be a message. The club is going to set it up to be like a message. Hey, we're serious. Like Kim's coming to Bayern. Yeah, boom. Right? They're going to try to make it a big deal, especially considering I think we're going on tour in Asia. Are we? Chat, can you tell me if we are or not? I mean, if we were, shouldn't we be on tour already? I mean, the players are returning to training next week, or if you're watching this in Europe, then it'd be this week because you're already in Sunday, right? I don't know. What am I saying? I'm tripping, chat. But I think the club is going to try to announce this. So it's great news for about 2 weeks. And they're going to try to get Kane and then announce him to keep the fan base active. Because you got to remember, Bayern have to give us as a fan base a reason to be excited for the next season. Or else we're all going to get annoyed. Like, we have to try to get the Champions League back. We got to win it. Like, we cannot let Man City win it again or Madrid win another one. If we're going to sign Kane and Kim Min Jae in one window, the intention has to be win everything, right? You would think. Look, I like that. I like this signing. Guys, I really like it. Because Pavard's going to leave. Lucas Hernandez left. What I like about what we have going on now is we have 3 center backs, Upamecano, De Ligt, Kim, who can all play exceptionally in their position. Upa, Bazo moments aside, like that guy played really well for a really good portion of the season and then decided to channel his inner, Ronald McDonald clownliness at an important part in our season. But let's say Upa's playing well, Kim's playing well, De Ligt's playing well. We can actually rotate for once. Instead of De Ligt playing with some calf issues, some underlying injury that the club's going to treat, but they can't, treat now because it's going to put them out of games, we can just let players rest. And resting is good. I don't know why there's this concept that every player needs to play every game, like every good player. Like Kimmich needs to play today, tomorrow, the day after. I mean, yeah, Kimmich may have the energy for that, but is that really good? Is that a good way to manage a squad, especially if you have multiple competitions? No, it's not. When you start getting the Champions League games and the league games, that's where you get an injury. That's where you get burnout. There is such a thing as burnout. Players get burned out just like people. You get burned out at your job. You might love your job, but your boss is going to piss you off one day, and you're just going to be annoyed for about 2 weeks. You're going to be going to work and just existing, not living. So we have to manage our team. And I hate when I see the same team over and over and over again. This is why players like Gravenberch get annoyed. I get it. Like, it's kind of annoying that Gravenberch is constantly telling us, hey, I didn't play. We get it. We know. We all agree. But he has a point. I mean, Goretzka would play bad 5 games consistently, like doo-doo, dog poop. But 6th game, 7th game, like he keeps playing. We're not rotating. And then people might go, but he's not experienced enough. Ryan Gravenberch, he's not experienced enough. Why did we sign him? Why didn't we sign someone that was more experienced to alleviate the pressure off of Kimmich and Goretzka? See how stupid that logic is? I think the coaches we hire for some reason are just stubborn. What I like is Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo will play a variety of teams to find the one that works perfect. And then he's going to have that one on the back of his mind. Okay, that's my perfect team. So in an ideal world, I'll play the team like this. But he's not afraid to try things. He's not afraid to, all right, maybe Kamavinga plays left back and then Tchouaméni comes. He's not afraid. And that's how you keep your squad happy. You don't see Madrid players going, I'm tired, not playing, I'm leaving you, Carlo. No, Carlo is just respected because he gives every player a chance. You hear managers say every player will get the chance to play, but they never play. Never play. So Kim Min Jae gives us exactly that at center back. And Lucas didn't give us that because he was injured half the season. So we were kind of forced to play the same team. We couldn't rotate as we wanted. I think the intention was have De Ligt, have Upamecano, have Lucas, or maybe Pavard battle it out for this position and switch between them. But we never did. We never could because one of them was always injured. Yeah, Upamecano's Bazo moment scare me too. Goretzka should leave. Gravenberch can play instead of Goretzka. And yeah, everyone agrees that we need to see more of Gravenberch, but there's a certain contingent of Bayern fans that just hate Gravenberch. Like, they'll criticize everything he does more than they criticize Goretzka. You guys know I love Goretzka. I mean, I loved him until he turned into a man that has absolutely zero focus on football. My man cares more about social issues than he cares about his first touch. Like, bro, focus on the right things. I understand if, as a footballer, you have your opinions on life. You see things, your worldview. I get that, but if you're not playing well, I'm not messing with you. And it would annoy me to see you trying to care about other things other than you needing to get back to your playing style. That's the problem people have with Goretzka right now. I don't mind you having a bad game here and there, but I need you to fix up. I need you to fix up, man. Champions League wins of all time, Ronaldo's number 1. Iker Casillas is number 2. Thomas Müller is number 3. Messi, damn, Müller has more wins than Messi. I mean, I think all our wins are probably in the group stages, man. Yo, we are bottlers. We should have won so many Champions Leagues, but this club is we're bottlers, man. Let's be honest here. Like, we call Spurs bottlers, but we win. All right, it's nice. We win. Cool. But we bottle things too, chat. We be bottling it. Goretzka disappears during games quite often. True. Mark is right. Goretzka should leave. I wouldn't say Goretzka should leave unless we sign a player. See, yeah, I think recency bias is a little bit annoying for this specific reason. Everyone's forgetting that Goretzka can offer us a really, really good performance. Goretzka can literally create, like, through his movement, great sequences for the team. So I think we're kind of forgetting that Leon Goretzka is not bad. It's just he doesn't fit our team the way he did under Flick. And I don't think even under Nagelsmann, Goretzka, I mean, he had a few good games, but he didn't fit because I think Flick's team had so much midfield quality with Thiago that when we lost Thiago, Goretzka was kind of exposed. So that was the thing. He can be, but he's not at the moment. Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying we shouldn't just act like he's complete turds. We should recognize that he can give us something and analyze what we need, what he gave us, and then replace him. We can't just sell him and then live happily ever after. That's not how this is going to work. We have to be strategic and make the right decisions. He was insane under Flick. Yeah, Goretzka had some really amazing performances under Flick. I still remember that pass to Gnabry around the corner against Barcelona. That was cold. That was a beautiful ball. Like, that shows you he has the technique. He can execute some really good sequences for the team. But I don't know. It's just not working. It's not working, man. It's not working, chat. We don't want Thiago. He isn't great now. I mean, we don't want Thiago now because Thiago is more injury prone and he's also older. Why the hell would we sign a player at 32 years old? Yeah, I don't know. We shouldn't sign Thiago. I mean, Thiago, unfortunately for him, made a terrible decision to leave Bayern at the height of his career. Let's be honest. That Thiago in 2020 was unplayable. He was quite, in a crazy sense, one of the best players in the world. And he had the craziest recognition ever. Everyone saw for the first time, because of the lockdowns and the Bundesliga coming back first, how good Thiago was. Everyone realized this guy's a technical genius. They saw him in a position they'd never seen him before. Because for years, Thiago was injury prone, or he just wouldn't be in a game. I don't think he was involved in our game versus Liverpool in 2020. So when we finally moved him to that position, to that DM position, and that was his role, he just, he wouldn't be available. He should have stayed here. This is what I was worried about with Thiago. He should have signed a nice extension because his son's a Bayern fan. His wife loves Bayern. I think Thiago himself as a man said, I can't end my career just Bayern and Barcelona. I need to try the Prem. And he went there and played well. I mean, there was a game where he had the most touches in a single Prem game of all time. Like, the man is a menace. The way he manipulates a football in midfield, the way he keeps himself calm under pressure. Thiago was a menace, but he made a mistake. He left Bayern when he shouldn't have. He should have just played here till he was 34, and maybe, he would have gotten more injury prone, but I think we would have tolerated it. Instead, you go to Liverpool where, they're spending money on you. They're bringing you in to be their midfield maestro, and you're not fit for most of their games. And the fans are going to be annoyed. They're going to be like, hey, you give us nice performances, but you're not really there for us. But I think if Thiago stayed here, I think his luck would have been better with injuries, to be honest. Because, I mean, his injury record wasn't that bad for us. Man, it's kind of like players like Thiago. Like, I mean, Thiago has achieved a lot in his career, so it's not as bad as I'm going to make it out to be with the following statement. But Thiago, it's kind of tragic. These kind of players, they're tragic with injuries. Like Thiago could literally be a Ballon d'Or winning player if he could stay fit for an entire season. That's how good that man is as a footballer. If Thiago had more pace and could play attacking midfield, he would be Ballon. The man has Brazilian sauce, Spanish control, German efficiency, the work rate of an Italian because he combines all these things because he is a Brazilian, Italian, Spanish dude. He's all those three countries, and he took a little bit of something from each of his lands. I feel bad for him, but it's his fault. He made the choice. He was my favorite player. He's the reason there's a number 6 on my Bayern jerseys, and always will be one of my favorite Bayern players. That number, the number 6, because I also played the number 6, and I just tried to emulate Thiago with everything I did. But he made a mistake. Went to Liverpool at the wrong time. Especially if Thiago stayed, I think Hansi Flick would still be here. And I think we would have won against PSG. I think a lot of things would have happened if Thiago stayed, assuming he played those games. Because that man gave us so much. I miss it. I miss Thiago. Every show I go on a rant about Thiago. We definitely need a similar profile to Thiago at Bayern. And the crazy thing is, we haven't found one. Everyone's talking about a striker, but, I mean, we only lost Lewandowski for a season, but we lost Thiago for more. And I would argue that's made a bit. Thiago was the worst impact. Hold on. Thiago's departure left a bigger hole than Lewandowski's departure. Absolutely. Because we still scored goals. There's this notion that we just didn't score. That's why. No, we weren't playing well because we didn't have a DM and we conceded more goals. And that's really what it boils down to. So if we had a DM like Thiago, I think we would have been cooking. I think we would have cooked. We would have gotten far in everything. But we didn't have the control. Nah, man. Yo, find me a Brazilian, Italian, Spanish man, and we could cook. Bring that man here. Is there a player out there that's all 3 nationalities? As soon as you find that guy that plays midfield, Brazilian, Italian, and Spanish, bring him in. And French. Imagine. How would that be possible? I don't even know. Maybe your dad's like half of one country, half of another country, and then your mom's half of 2 countries. Maybe that's how you get that. I don't know. Please, we need Thiago at this club. Call Spain for another Thiago. Yeah, it ain't just Spain. Camavinga's similar, but he's too French, man. Yeah, Camavinga would have been a player we should have looked at. See, Madrid fans, I was reading, were saying Camavinga should be their DM. Like I was reading Madrid fans say, like Eduardo Camavinga, like he would limit himself by playing the 8 because he's so good, like in deep positions, and he's composed on the ball, and he also defends really well. And I'm just sitting there like crying because you just give us Tchouaméni on loan, and we would cook, but we don't have that. We don't have that. Look, we could sign Kim Min Jae, prime Virgil van Dijk, prime Rio Ferdinand, prime Beckenbauer, all playing center back. Prime Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, prime Bonucci, Chiellini. Come on, bro, we can sign every one of these center backs, but it doesn't matter if the guy in front of them isn't a competent controller, a competent destroyer. Your center backs, I would argue, don't matter as much as your DM. Your DM is a little bit more important. Even though your center back is super important, yeah, of course. You don't want a Bazo. You don't want Mustafa or Mustafi at the back. Squadron Mustafi. So I would argue all of these positions are important. But the DM is so critical. So, yeah, I mean, get Kim Min Jae in. Great signing. But please, do not neglect the DM position. I'm reading that this club could comfortably go into the next season with Konrad Leimer. Oh my God, I'm watching Tchouaméni do things on the ball that I wish none of our players can pull off what he does, man. Please just give me Tchouaméni. Please. Yeah. Fabinho, nah. Chill out. Fabinho, see, it's crazy how Liverpool's downfall can be directly linked. Like there's an insane amount of parity between like Fabinho's heights and his decline. When Fabinho was cooking, Liverpool were cooking. You guys remember when no one felt like they could even beat Liverpool? You guys remember that time where Liverpool were invincible? Literally, these guys would not lose. They couldn't lose. They were just cold. Every game, you kind of just thought they'd win. But as soon as Fabinho started declining, Liverpool fans started saying, Fabinho, we want you out because he was declining. Their results plummeted. You can kind of, their goals conceded, it went up, even though Van Dijk, I mean, people say it was because Van Dijk got injured. No, that was never why Liverpool's defense was so good. Van Dijk could be the defender he was because Fabinho gave him the platform to be. Because Fabinho protected him. Fabinho would make tackle, those long legs with that bald head that Johnny Sins had. Yo, it was crazy. Fabinho was one of the biggest reasons Liverpool was so successful. I would say now that they don't have him at his height anymore, look where they're at. Europa League. Struggling for an entire season in 8th place. Do you understand how important that position is in football? I've played the position. I know how important it is. The runs you have to make, the space you have to cover. Because, I mean, my team would play a 4-4-2, right, in high school. And I would be the one of the 6 order. I mean, I'd be more of the defensive one, and someone else would be, more offensive. And whenever I played it, dog, it's so energy consuming. I mean, luckily the tank is there. You know what I'm saying? I'm Deji out here, tank. So if I didn't have the energy, like you got to follow this run. And it's everyone thinks you're just standing around. No, you're standing around like looking. Your neck hurts. Your physical neck hurts because you're looking every 2 seconds because the game's constantly changing. Players are constantly moving, and your job is to find the perfect moment to put your leg in and make an interception that stops the attack. Your job is to do exactly that. So it's such an important position, and that's why I think Bayern need to do everything in their power to replace, to find a DM that's world class. I'd spend 100 million on Tchouaméni before I spent 100 million on Kane, even though I really want us to spend 100 million on Kane because I think Kane's a bowler. But that just shows you just how important these positions are. Should we sell Kimmich? Yo. Don't gas me. Who's this? Who's this Lucas Gorna? What? Come on, bro. Who's that? Is that one of your bowlers? Getafe Milan. He definitely was, but now he looks like a tired old man at 29. Bruh, you think Thiago's 29? Thiago's 32, if that's who you're talking about. Oh, Fabinho, yeah. Yeah, Fabinho is he's done, right? And that's why Liverpool declined, because Fabinho was done, not because Van Dijk got injured. I think you could cope with Mattis at center back and Joe Gomez if Fabinho's in his prime. But I don't know how Fabinho just declined like that. My man went from one of the best DMs in the world, desired by everyone, to just bum. And look, I think we got to look at clubs like the French clubs are really good at producing DMs. Like it or not, I mean, all the best DMs happen to be French. Camavinga, Tchouaméni. I mean, we got to look into it. Like, they're doing something. They're putting something in their sauce. Those players have an insane amount of, stamina. We got to look. Yo, who's the next Monaco bowler? We got to pay attention, chat. Because, what I'm saying, we're trying to make things happen, chat. We got to be looking at Olympique du Marseille, Nice. We got to be looking at, Montpellier, Yeah, man. Versailles, I don't even know. Is there a team in Paris called Versailles? I'm sure there is. Yeah, we got to look because we might find someone. George, do you think Harry Kane can break? I don't care. We don't care about records. If we're being honest, it's not that deep. Goal records don't mean anything. Oh, I mean, there's some news. Bayern's budget is 150 million before sales for this summer. Okay, that is actually a very, very good deal. Okay, so what I'm looking at is 50 million spent on Kim Min Jae, but because Lucas was sold for the exact same amount, basically, it's kind of like we got money and we've spent the same amount of money on someone else, and we're spending the same amount of wages. Kim, I thought, would be making way more than he is. He's not making too much, so I'm happy with that. I mean, it was always going to be more wages than Napoli could afford, because although Napoli can afford large transfer fees, they compensate for that by having a low wage structure, which means their players are likely to leave them. You would think, after winning the Serie A, getting so far in the Champions League, players like Kim Min Jae and Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen would want to stay. Hey, we could win the Champions League because this club's doing well. But then you got players leaving Napoli because Napoli just can't afford to increase their wages to meet those demands. But they can, spend 75 million on an Osimhen because they have the money to. Because otherwise, that money would be used to increase their wage structure. So, yeah, I mean, every club has their strategy. I respect Napoli's strategy because they're not oil run. They're very normal club. And De Laurentiis is hard to deal with because the guy he doesn't run a charity, he runs a business. And he makes it incredibly tough to do business with them so he can get the most money out of the players that he's buying and selling. I'd say Napoli is a more advanced stage Leipzig. Leipzig at some point will become similar to Napoli, but I think Leipzig might surpass them because at some point Red Bull will stop the selling model and they'll want stable players that stay there for years to win trophies. As soon as Leipzig touches the Bundesliga, and they will, you guys think, oh, we'll keep winning this thing. We might struggle to win it next year. Think about that. I know RB Leipzig's losing all these players, but I trust Max Eberl will be doing everything in his power to give them the same exact team. With 200 plus million raised, they might be doing something. They might be cooking. I mean, they signed a right back, Gertruda, who can play DM. I think there's a guy at PSG they want to sign who's a center back, super tall. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to replace a lot of these players competently. I mean, Vardio for 100 million and then signing some other 18-year-old that's basically a Vardio. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't be surprised if we get enough competition next year as well. It's not going to be easy. Wait, what? Wait, when did Leipzig sign Fabio Carvalho? Bruh. I thought this was just a... Bruh, what? They signed him? Oh, my God. Chat. Leipzig signed... Oh, it's a loan. Oh, it's probably a loan with an option to buy, huh? That is crazy. That makes it even worse, or even... Yo, what? That's crazy. Fabio Carvalho, or Carvalho, whatever his name is on loan is way better than... So Liverpool didn't want to lose him, obviously, right? But if he performs at Leipzig, he's going to want to stay there because he wanted to leave Liverpool. And I guess a loan is the best thing they could have done. There's no option to buy. Nah, that's crazy. That's a good transfer deal because you don't even risk anything. You just pay his wages, and if he works, he works. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he works, you get to keep him. So that's good business. I didn't know. Wait, when did they sign Openda? Pat, when did this happen? I thought it was... Oh, they didn't sign him. They made a fourth offer of around 43 million. And it's okay. RB Leipzig has to look at alternatives. The deal can still work out, but it can still fall through. I don't know. They're spending money. Openda, I would say, I don't even know what. I mean, Louis Openda looks like a good player when you watch highlights, but I don't watch full games. I don't watch that stuff. So maybe he is. Maybe he's worth that much. I just wouldn't think so. I mean, he seems like a player, like kind of like an Ivan Tony, like really good, but is he world class? I don't know. But yeah, whatever. Whatever. The point I'm making is it's going to be hard for us next season, and we have to be careful that we don't fall behind. I mean, they already signed Benjamin Sesko, RB Leipzig, so they could do it without signing a striker off the bat. Benjamin Sesko going to Leipzig. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy just gets to moving. And if they sell Benjamin Hendricks, that's another great piece of business because Hendricks sucks. There's these casual football fans. Arsenal want Hendricks. I mean, he's a bum. Hendricks is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen in the Bundesliga, man. This guy sucks. His touch is awful. He's bad. Whatever. Goretzka needs a breakout season. Tuchel needs to believe in him. Leverkusen. What's Leverkusen signing like, guys? I mean, obviously, Xabi Alonso is going to be cooking. I mean, Chaka. Whoa. If they manage to keep Frimpong, and by the way, why are they only wanting 50 million for Frimpong? Why? Bro, set that price higher if you're going to sell him. But if they manage to keep, they signed Grimaldo. Yo, what? I mean, he's not like, like out of this world, but Grimaldo ain't a bad footballer. He's not bad to have, especially if it's just a free transfer. That's almost like us signing Guerrero. They also signed a Brazilian player, Arthur, a right back. Next, Dani Alves, anyone? Maybe. Who knows? Yo, Leverkusen are cooking indeed. Yeah, they are cooking. They got a few interesting. Jonas Hoffman left. Wait, what? Jonas Hoffman finally left Mönchengladbach? Never thought that would happen. They bought Ayman Arur. That's a Turkish guy, huh? Moroccan attacking midfielder. But no, that's just a young kid they promoted. Yeah, I see Leipzig cooking a little bit. Xhaka and Jonas Hoffman and Arthur from 7 million for him. They must really actually believe in him. And then they sold Mitchell Baker to Atalanta for 10 million. And Mitchell Baker, the guy from PSG, sucks. Bellarabi left for free. Dang, they got a bunch of players that left for free. Oh man, interesting. I don't know. I think Haradecky needs to go, man. They got to get a new goalkeeper. If Leverkusen want to be like serious, Xabi Alonso staying there for at least an extra season is really good for them. And he proved, hey, we could go to the Europa League final, right? We could do something here. So I'm excited to see what the Bundesliga looks like next season. I think a lot of clubs are cooking. Dortmund aren't cooking though. They is not cooking, chat. I mean, to get those two for free is big business because those are two good players, man. Two good players, chat. Hit the like button if you haven't. Pay your taxes around here, please. I mean, Florian Wirtz, Xhaka. Xhaka's not a bad player. I just don't rate him as a top level footballer, but he does fit a team like Leverkusen. Yeah, man. I mean, he's 30, so he's not super old. Jonas Hoffman is a good player that you're signing. The author guy seems, I mean, a 20-year-old Brazilian, nothing can go wrong. Wait, is it Arthur Gomez? Oh, Arthur Augusto. I'm trying to see if he's a bowler like that. Chat. We got to check it out. Okay. Yeah, he's like a João Cancelo kind of player, huh? That's what he looks like. Nah, man. I hate when these clubs sign good players, man. Ardar Guler is the next Urzo. See, why are you guys so obsessed with calling a player just because he's Turkish doesn't mean he's the next Mesut Ozil? Like, I think he might be a good player, but like, come on. Kimmich is a different class. Okay, Kimmich would destroy Xhaka. How good is that Turkish youngster? I think he's. I don't watch the Turkish league obviously because I actually like I don't desire to waste my time. I would never like sit down and watch Galatasaray, and I'm sorry if you get offended by that. But I think he's probably good if Florentino Perez thinks he's good. Good enough to sign. Oh, yeah, he's good. I just saw a nutmeg. Yeah. My man is completing nutmegs, bro. Any man that could complete a nutmeg is automatically a bowler. Okay, he's doing Cruyff turns and flicking the bowl over people's heads. Okay, yeah, he's a bowler. Yeah, chat, he is. Oh my gosh. I hate when people get nutmegged just casually. Any player that completes nutmegs casually is already a bowler. Yeah, I don't know why they're signing him. I mean, he's an attacking midfielder, of course. Not like James Rodriguez, and none of those have worked at Real Madrid. I mean, Madrid used to have a system that facilitated players like that, but for now, maybe they're kind of going back to that because they see the future as, you know, because no Benzema and no players really replace Benzema right away. They kind of see themselves as just, hey, we need to get just a team of footballers and let them play football, and that's why they want Mbappe. And yo, chat, could we not just go in for Mbappe? Spend our entire budget on Mbappe? Modric. Real Madrid doesn't play Guler's position. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, they don't have a 10 anymore. They have three midfielders. In fact, look, if you go in for Tchouameni and Madrid's trying to play a 4-2-3-1 next season, you could really convince Tchouameni. Could you not go to Tchouameni and be like, yo, they're not even trying to facilitate for you, big man. So, let's make something happen. Don't want to be hyped by teenagers anymore. Yeah, me too. Kind of tired of it. I'm tired of seeing a bowler and then they play for my club and they turn into a bum. Like, I don't want to see another person go, wow, look at this kid in our academy. That's crazy. I've learned my lesson time and time again, bro. I learned a lesson. You guys remember when we were talking about Stiller? Angelo Stiller? Was that his name? Yeah. Bruh, like we were really gassing it up, chat. Now my man's at Hoffenheim at 22 years of age. Like that's insane, chat. Is that not an insanity? Like we were gassing it up. We were saying this guy's the next DM. He's the next big thing. Like look at his passing, and my man's like just at Hoffenheim because that's his level. Maybe he's better. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, he ain't him. He's not him. But we were gassing it up. Remember when everyone was gassing Malik Tillman? His level is Rangers. Yeah. Look, nothing wrong with Malik Tillman, and I hope we have a sell-on clause. So if they sell him, we could, gain a little something. But chat, we gassed it up, chat. We were gassing it. We were gassing. We were acting like this guy is our guy. He's that next world-class player. And by the way, he's coming back on loan, but we should sell him. Unless we just want the marketability that comes with a player that plays for the U.S. men's national team. Then yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. We could keep him on our bench forever. But I don't see why we can't just sell him for 10 mil. My man has a Champions League on his freaking transfer mark. Bro, you didn't win no Champions League. You didn't win no Bundesliga. Bro, you were not there. Your involvement was like freaking Benjamin Mendy doing that slide at the World Cup. Holding it, kissing it, making out with the World Cup, freaking weirdo. Trophy sexual. making out the World Cup like he was involved. I mean, he was involved, like he was on the team sheet, but he ain't played. He didn't play at all. Zirkzee, yeah, my man's a bro. You can look at certain players and just kind of tell he didn't contribute. And you don't even have to know them. You just look at them. You're like, wait. If you won all these trophies, the Champions League and all these trophies, how did you end up at Bologna? Like, what happened? You can kind of tell, like, if a player is not them. And I hope Zirkzee does this thing, though. Dang, man. Chat, we did gas up Zirkzee, man. Oh, my God. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I remember when he scored 2 goals. You guys were gassing it up. I was like, yo, like, relax. Like, don't place pressure on this kid. But some of y'all were just like, nah, he's that guy. My man has already been to more clubs on loan than some of y'all have seen women. Parma, Anderlecht, Bologna. Do you not understand how insane that is? And he's only 22. Each season on different. My man's hopping from PP to PP to PP. It's crazy. He's hoeing around as a player. You ever see certain players that you just know that, oh, that's a hoe? Yeah, that's what happened. So we gassed it up. Like, we shouldn't. Let's stop doing that, chat. Stop doing that. We gassed up Zirkzee, and now he's playing for Bologna. Like, he's playing for Bologna. Crazy. We thought we were going to get filet mignon, and we got a bologna sandwich instead. It's crazy, chat. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. We thought we were getting a nice fillet. Oh, man, whatever. We need more African players. Why do we need more of what? We need more good players. And if they happen to be African, then yeah, I mean, so what? You want us to just sign in a bunch of Sadio Manes? Like, why? Why do we have, like, that's like saying, oh, like, we just need more. We need more female referees. Why? Like, are they better than, like, all right, if she's better than male referees, then yeah, why not? But why is that an obsession? Why does that matter if we had one or not? I don't know. I'm annoyed. I get annoyed whenever I hear things like that. Oh, we need more dish, we need more. Nah, we need more bowlers. And if they happen to be from Senegal, sure. You know, we need more. Mane is rejecting Saudi. That man, I tell you what, man, he's getting on my nerves, chat. He's getting on my. I will go to Mane if you don't leave and immediately get on the next plane to Saudi Arabia. I will get on a plane to Senegal and I will fill up your well in your village that you built with your money that you made from us. I will fill that well with freaking dirt. All right, I'll be doing Minecraft business. I'm gonna be building dirt huts. I'm a poison, bro. You better not keep us hostage. I've never seen a player hold the club hostage. Typically, it's the other way around. Nah, Bonasar is still here, chat. I want you guys to understand that that's completely annoying. Bonasar is still here. I'm annoyed. Should do it anyways. Brazil. He could build a village with that money. If signing Kane goes to the bin, who do you think are? That's so cringe how you said Dons. Like, come on, man. I just say are bored. You know, I say Dons because it makes it sound cooler. But when you say it, it's not as saucy as when I say it. All right, but what do I think they do? Nah, get full Krug at this chat, man. Like, can we stop pretending? Let's stop pretending that guy's that guy. Like, full Krug. Everyone wants to believe he's like a modern day Mario Gomez, but that's a 28-year-old man in need of a dentist. Like, he don't need no Bayern move. He needs a dentist. He needs to sign that contract to fix his teeth, and then we can handle business. Sounded cold? Dang it. I guess I'm a hater. Even Bernie's saying what I agree with. Players like Mane It's difficult to find nowadays. We're seeing people for money selling their souls. Wait, nah, I don't agree. I thought you were saying something else. What do you mean? It's not hard to find a player like Mane who's comfortably making 25 millies a season, sucking up our wage structure, highest paid player, and doing nothing. Mane would have to go play in Saudi. Like, he would have to be good. Because the Middle Easterns don't play, bruh. They don't play. I mean, look, you don't perform and they're paying you? Nah. You ain't going to be invited to the next Habibi cookout. Like, that's what's going to happen. But, Mane's comfortable because he's already living the life. He's making all these millions. He's sitting on our bench. Life's good. It's good, man. Fan tweet on Summer. I hope Summer leaves. He won this Bundesliga. Good for him. But I hope that goalkeeper with Kevin Hart's height leaves this club because he makes everything look 10 times harder because he's 6 foot. He's 5'11". And I feel like I'm taller than Summer. And I'm 6 foot. But like not one of those short 6 foot. So that's like 5'11", but they're really like claiming to be 6 foot. I'm almost 6'1". I'm taller than Jan Sommer, believe it or not. Nah, Jan Sommer needs to go, man. I wouldn't be surprised if his actual height is like 5'10". My man's faking his height like these immigrants fake their ages. Yo, the best thing about Matisse Tau is we know he's 17 because he was born in Europe. But I don't even know. Like, Mane could be capping. Chat, am I wrong? Mane could be capping. That boy could really be 50. And that would make a lot of sense. That could be a grown man. And that village he's feeding in Senegal, those are really his kids. My man's just feeding his various families. But whatever. Let me not, offend anyone. Oh, Fab tweet. I don't care. Like, do we care? Do we really have to read it? We don't have to read no. All right, fine. We'll read the Fab tweet. Fabrizio Romano. Oh, Inter have already prepared an opening bid for Jan Sommer. Oh, 6 million? Bruh, I'll take it. Take 6 mil. I don't care. Accept the deal, bruh. We could use that 6 million and just do something else. Or we just get 8.5 million, the same amount of money we spent on him. Yeah. You guys think? I'd love for Inter to sign. It's funny how Inter Milan made it to the Champions League final. And they're like desperate to get our bum goalkeeper. That just tells you, like, I don't know. Just tells you. 6 million, pushed them for 7. Yeah, pushed them, but I'd take 6. Like, are we really gonna be cherry picked? Like it's a big difference. So it's just 2 million, it's just 1 million. Summer gave us something, so we shouldn't try to deprive him of his move. Push it to 10. We can't push it to 10. It's impossible because the release clause is a gentleman's agreement where if a club comes in for the same amount of money we paid for him, he gets to go. Bayern interested in the Georgian goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that last stream. There was an entire stream dedicated to that. Can we get Vlahovic and Nkunku together instead of one Kane and set up a 4-4-2? Damn, you really want terrorism football. Imagine Vlahovic in this team. Nah, chill out. And Nkunku's already at Chelsea. I don't know how you'd get him. Yo, Bernie, you need to update your info. You're staying in that freaking giant costume too long, bro. You need to chill out. Every M will go for the Kane transfer. Dang, that is true. Yeah, we need every milli we can get. Like, if we could push that 8.5, then no problem. I mean, if Inter's saying 6 million, then the agreement will be around 7 million. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, and peace.